watching a brand new episode of Learn with Tridib. In a recent interactions with some budding designers, I had been asked, is there any sure shot way to create fantastic web designs that immediately looks good and professional? Well, to be honest, design is an absolutely subjective matter. Be it a web design or a brochure design or any layout design per se. There is no rule to the game. However, it is a mix of various factors like understanding of the purpose of the design, user experience, what colors to be used, what fonts to be selected, and obviously the layout, where we decide where to place every element of the design so that it grabs eyeballs. Design takes hours and sometimes days, and there is no quick solution to it. However, all said and done, if certain aspects are internalized and brought into the design would be definitely grammatically correct. Once you know the grammar, then you can fiddle with it and break it as per your need. Yes, in this episode, I will talk about Fibonacci Golden Grid and how that can be used to create amazing design and various options of the same design within few hours, if you understand it closely. So before we dive in, as usual, a regular request. If you like this video, kindly like, share and comment on the video. If you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you can get all the notifications of our upcoming updates. This video will be of two parts. The first part, where I will be showing you how to create the Fibonacci grid in Adobe Illustrator, and then take that grid to Adobe Photoshop to create quick designs that really stands out. By the way, though I am using original licensed version of Adobe CC, you can use any graphic design tools to create the grid and the design. No restrictions at all. So a Fibonacci series is laid like this: 21, 13, 8, 5, 3, 2, 1, 1. Based on these guidelines, we will create the golden grid extremely easily with squares and circle. You will come to know how easy it is, what difference it will bring to your design. So over to Adobe Illustrator. In this video, I will first show you how to create the golden grid, the Fibonacci grid. That is the first point of the video, and then I will show you how to use this particular grid, golden grid, to create fantastic web designs in Photoshop. Okay, so to create a golden grid, the first unit that we have to do is create a square. So I will create a square of 210 by 210 pixels. Great, awesome. Great. Also, I will select the circle and click over here. Over here also I will keep the same thing. You can also click over here to make the width and height constant, and I say okay. Great. So I will now take it to the center. I'll select both of them and I can very well align it to the center. Okay, great. So what I will do now, I will hold both of them, right click and turn it into a group. Awesome. Now I will scale it down a bit and I will press Alt and Shift and grid like this. Okay, perfect. Okay, so now the next thing I have to do, I have to shift alt, check very clearly whether all the ends are okay. Yeah, now I will scale this thing. Great. I select them all and scale them a bit. Use the rotate tool, pressing just rotate it 90° by pressing the shift key. Awesome. Now I will only select the top one. Again alt, take it to the left side with a shift. Wow, it's nice. I will again select the shift arrow. Lovely. Okay, again I select everything, scale it down a bit, and again pressing the shift key I will rotate it. Right, lovely, right? So I will again press alt, side, again scale it a bit, press shift, rotate it 90°. Lovely. Again alt and shift, select the shift key and again scale it. Lovely, isn't it? Okay, I have to check it a bit so that it does not go out of the line. So you have to be extra careful about how it is getting scaled. Lovely. Okay, select all of them again, turn it. So you basically go on doing this until you reach the final grid. same thing, scale it first and rotate it. And the last one, Alt and Shift. Lovely. Then drag it. Lovely. So this is your grid. So basically it is like 210 pixel, then 130 pixel, 80 pixel, 50 pixel, 30 pixel, 20 pixel and 10 pixel. So 21, 13, 8, 5, 3, 2, 1, 1. That is the Fibonacci number. So that's the way we create the golden grid. Okay. So here goes your golden grid. Okay. So here goes your golden grid. So we will use this golden grid and create our website designs. I will show you how to create amazing designs using this grid only. And believe me, once you know how to place stuff within this grid, you will know how easy it's to create designs keeping the grammar intact. So here it is, as I have told. So I have brought the Fibonacci golden grid that we have just created, and here it is in front of you. So basically understand one thing, that what is the main important aspect, what is the first thing users see when they arrive at a website. Obviously the hero slider, the main header slider that grabs about say 40 to 50% of the first scroll. Okay, if sometimes more, it is always full screen, the first scroll always been occupied by the header slider. So what we will do, we will show you the first aspect of how to create a fantastic header slider using the Fibonacci grid, and then you can actually replicate that grid one below the other and can create the rest of the pages. So I will not extend this video in a bigger way so that you feel bored and all these things. Rather, I will keep it short and crisp and try to keep as interesting as possible with my bad humor or with my dry humor, what you say, but I will make it interesting. I will not keep it as a time-lapse video that most of the people do. What happens in the time-lapse video, though you can arrive at a fantastic design at the end of the thing, which is not exactly the purpose of this video. The video wants to show you how you can create grammatically correct design, which might be 70-80% in the in the wowness, but it will be almost 90% perfect in the grammatical aspect, which is the purpose of this video. I don't want to create a high-speed time lapse, because what happens in this, that many of the errors in the time lapse and all these things get overlooked. I might actually create some errors in between because it will be live. I will do things in front of you, but you will also come to know from those errors if I actually make it. If I don't make errors, then it is good. Then you will see that a very smooth design that goes into the process. Okay, So let us understand, when we open say 1920 by 1080 size website, what happens is that uh, you don't get the 1080 size totally in the height. On the other hand, we always prefer to keep a 950 900 size height and the extend 1920. But sometimes I on an average I keep 110 1915 or 1910 sort of things in the horizontal also. The reason is that there is a 20 pixel um, scroll bar that always appears for any browser. So you can also create a 1920, there is no harm to it, but usually the 20 pixel scroll bar is being occupied by the um, browser scroll bar. Okay, so here is our awesome looking Fibonacci grid. Wow. So what we will do, we will first, I will not touch these things, I will first create a rectangle of 1920. Okay, for the sake of our this thing 1920 I will keep it, and height, as I have told, I will keep as 950, and I will just click it over here, so you will know that this much is basically permissible. Okay, and we will also, why I have taken a grid, that we'll know that what is the main important things of the design has to be covered within this part. Okay, so what I will do, I will take this thing to the left top. I will keep a basic Control T, and I will scale it. So it is absolutely at the center of the screen. Okay, and then what I will do, I will quickly take it to 10-12% and lock it. Perfect, so that this grid does not get hampered anyway. Okay, so I create a new layer. What I will do first, I will fill it with a gradient. Okay, I will take a circular gradient and maybe I will drag it like this. So all these things, my dear friends, all these things you can do R&D, you can do as per your need, but we have to understand that why I am doing this thing and what is the purpose of showing you the grammar of the things. Okay, because always also understand that when you create a design, you have to also see that you are not only one part of the team, you are also part of a development team who will be doing the HTML coding for you. Okay, so they have to also follow certain grids. Okay, you have known about Bootstrap and all these things, so they also need some grid so that they can make things responsive. Okay, so what I will do, I will try to create a fictitious shoe company's design. Okay, let it be named as Nova. Okay, okay. By the way, Nova sometimes it's called new, sometimes it's called no speed, and so various regions of the globe, they tell Nova, they depicts Nova as a different way. Okay, so what I will do first, I will take a circle. Okay, take a new layer, shift and drag the circle. Okay, make it really big, spacebar, move it. So I will try to fill this particular circle. If not, I will just keep some distance. Okay, Perfect. Okay, so this circle is not filled. I will fill it with a color. So what I will do, I will just the white for the time being. Okay, forget it. So this ellipse, I will go to right click, go to blending option. See, you have fantastic color palettes. Okay, so I will just go to the gradient option. I will click on this. I will go to the, say, neutrals. Okay, I like this neutral shades some way. Okay, so you can either take the neutrals or you can go for the grays. Okay, I am still not decided. Let's take this gray. Okay, I will take this gray. Okay, and if you see it is already radial, it is not radial, bring it to radial. Okay, and let's see, yes, it is aligned to the layers. Okay, you can also reverse it if you want, but for the time being I am keeping it like this. Okay, great. So I will copy this thing and press Ctrl T. Over here this has to be marked as on, checked on, and say I take 90%. I will take 80. Yeah, 80 looks nice. Okay, so I will again go to the gradient overlay. I will take another color. I will not move out from the grays this time, so I will take a lighter shade of gray. Yeah, so I will scale it down a bit. Yeah, okay, great. And I will again copy it. Nice. And Ctrl T. I will take again 80% sort of thing. This, yeah, this is right. And I will go to the same gradient, click in, and see, I will take a darker shade of the gray. See this gray. Yep, this looks good. Okay, fine. So I have taken this, and now what I will do, I will also bring the product. Okay, so let's see, open. Yeah, I will just take this PNG, open, great, and drag it to the design. Yes, wow. So okay, and I will also take another okay, so drag it over there. Yes, lovely. So Command T again and drag it. Okay, so both of them are looking in the same direction, so I will just, for the sake of, I will just flip it horizontally. Yeah, and I will scale down a bit. Okay, so as per proportion is going out of the grid, so I will catch hold of both of them and take care that the shadow is not outside the grid. Lovely. Okay, and please understand, where do I place these two shoes? Take this horizontal line and try to place it near that. Okay, not exactly at the center of the design, you can place it over here a little below. Okay, great. So for the time being I will just close the property. Okay, so this part of the thing is done. Now what I will do, I will take the font. Okay, what I will choose, the main color of the font I will take from this color palette itself, okay, so that it looks like the in the same family. Lato is a very good font for web, okay, it falls under the Google Web font also. So, and you can see there are a lot of these things that are there. I will take a bold, heavy and black. I will take a black of this font and say I will write Nova, okay, great. So I will just take it down a bit. Just see where I have kept it down. I have kept it over here, and what I will do, I will also show you some typography secrets over here. So let it be named as Nova Sweds, okay. So I will take a light font, okay, let me take a thin font over here, okay, and I name it Nova Sweds, okay, and let's see, let's keep it, let's go this way, so that perfect. Also I will just take it a bit up, Nova Sweats, perfect. So like this looks fantastic. Now I need to have a paragraph text defining this product, okay. So what I will do and where I will place it, so let's really take down the font size, I'm sorry. So these are the bloopers I was talking about. Sometimes it happens. So I will just create a new layer, still taking it, okay, and drag the paragraph over here. See, there is a huge font size, so this is what exactly I was not. So I will just take it to 30%. The readability should not be compromised at any point of time. So what I will do, I will take a light font, okay. So this is readable, yeah. Or if you still think that the readability is not there, you can go for a regular font, okay. Also what we have to do, we have to go to the character and check the spacing. We'll keep it as auto, okay. So if you see, now my paragraph text is done, okay, perfect, great. Just bring it a bit down, okay. You can also keep this font here, but it totally depends upon your choice. I prefer to keep the body text a little towards the header text, okay. So this is the layout that you can have, okay. Also what I need to have, what I thought that this can be a good addition to it, I will just copy this layer, okay, and what I will do, is select, I will just normal, okay, I will just select till this, okay, and I will delete this layer, okay, and over here I will use the blending option and put a slight drop shadow, be very clear absolutely that it should be 90°, distance should be as less as possible, and you can actually define the spread. I will keep more or less 10 is okay, I guess. 10, 12 is okay. Okay, perfect. Okay, so what I will do, we will press Command D just to check how the design is turning up, and we will just check. Wow, isn't it looking amazing? If it is a product centric website, this looks really great. Okay, and what we need, we also need a buy button, right, which will actually take us to the related uh, buy page. Okay, the shopping cart page. So what I will do, I will drag from here to here a small button. Keep in mind what I am doing, I am actually keeping it to the center between the shadowed line and the background line. Okay, and what I also want, which I feel I should do, will also have a text to it. What will be the text color? Take something like this, and I will take a new layer, right, say buy now, simple. And obviously I want this buy now to stand out. I will again go to black, and I will increase the font size. Well, I still find that this color is not perfect, it's not standing out. I can always change the color, right? Always change this color. Just have a color overlay, click on this color and take slightly. Lovely. Okay, so you can also have a very curved button over here that you can always do. Okay, there is no hard and fast rule to it. You can also always change this curvedness of this uh, button. So you can just go to the properties and you can always change it. Okay, so over here you have to just go over here, select this thing, select the entire stuff. Okay, and you can actually change it from here also. So say example 40 and enter. So you can just create a curved button also. Okay, so it is totally up to you what type of button that you want to keep over here. Okay, now we are almost there. So if Nova is the brand, let's copy it. I will just copy it, take it to the left side of the page. This should be at the topmost level, and I will scale it. This becomes your logo. You can also have, if you have any other logo, you can just use it very normally. That is not at all a problem. Okay, and we also need one thing. What we need a menu, right? So the menu basically should appear from here to here. Okay, so I will just click on here. Oops, it's such a big font. I will just go to 24. I think that it will be okay. And home, I might require shoes, caps, jackets, shop, and contact. Great. So your menu is also done. Remember one thing, I will just drag this thing to show you that this menu should always either be aligned to the top or to the bottom of this logo. Okay, so this is a very basic design that I want to show you guys. Okay, it's not necessarily the best design of the world or something like that, but obviously we are taking care of a lot of factors that governs the basic principle of a good design. Okay, if you see, not much I have done in this design. Okay, so this particular thing I have to check. Think I have moved this a bit. Okay, we have to check this. So okay, just do it again. Okay, delete it and apply the same drop shadow. Okay, great. So your first design is absolutely ready. How much time did we take? 15-20 minutes, right? So here is your first first design that we can create. If you want say scroll bars or arrows, you can also do that. You can just copy this thing from here and we go for say 20%, say 8%, and drag it to the left. I still feel it is a bit smaller. I will make it 12%. Yeah, it's better, but I'm not happy with the color. I will go to the overlay, select this. I will go to grays again, but it's this time a lighter gray. Wow. And similar, I am a very lazy designer. Okay, so I will take this and I will move it to the other side. Perfect. So these two can be the handles of back and next. So what I will do, yeah, great. So I will, again, as I told, I am a very lazy guy. I will use this V as our arrow. Let's move this over here. Always remember, Photoshop nowadays gives fantastic guidelines. Click and you can just do it like this. I can also copy this and as usual shift and move it to the other side. But this time what I will do, I have to transform it horizontally. Lovely. So your design is done. So if you see, we have taken a golden grid and we have actually created a design keeping the golden rules of thumbs very clearly. If you see what happens, why you use golden grid, you can okay, before I tell that, you can actually select that thing and decrease it a little bit. That won't harm. Lovely. It was looking a bit disbalanced, so I balanced it. Okay, so what we have done, as I was telling, that how to put the elements at the right position of the grid is very important. How to balance it, that is important. It should not look out of place, that is important. You are selling shoes. What should be the first thing that user's eye should go onto the page? Either the name of the shoe or the shoe itself. The shoe should be the first thing. That's the reason. Always remember, there is a way, there is a pattern of users reading a page left to right, or F pattern, or Z pattern, or X pattern. There are certain patterns. When you do a heat map test on your website, you will know that there are certain patterns that goes into creating a great design. Okay, so this is one thing that I really wanted to show you, that how using the grid you can do fantastic design for your clients. Okay, so say for example we keep the same grid and we just change things here and there. Does the design still valid? Just see whether it is still valid. Okay, so what I will do, I will copy all these things, go to new group from layers and say option 001. Great. Okay, so you have one option for your client ready. Let us create a second option for the client using the same damn stuff. Okay, what we will do, just interchange some places, text things here and there, and we are done. Okay, so first thing first, I will expand this thing and I will keep the Nova varieties. Now I will just try to first take these three things and move it to the left hand side. But till where? That is the question. Oops, that happens for the lazy guys. I will keep it within this circle. Okay. Great. Okay, nothing great about it, I'm just bragging. Okay, so I will just select these three things, these three circles. Were I able to select all those? Yes, I was. And I will move it to the right. Okay, what I will also do, I will scale these things down so that this circle fits within these two boundary lines. Okay, it's very important. Okay, and I will take them a bit above. Okay, great. Now I will take these awesome shoes and take them to the right. obviously I need to scale them, right? Keep in mind, don't scale it outside the grid. Obviously the buy now has to also move now, and it moves to the left. In this design I need to definitely scale these two things down, because it is as per the design they were not balancing. Okay, I will move this thing to the so I will just drag a line. Yes, this looks perfect. Okay, but this portion was not looking nice as per me, so what I will do, as a lazy designer, as I have told, of recent I have become a very lazy designer, I guess. So I will just drag a patch over here. Right? And I will color it with the same dark color that I picked up from Nova. Okay, and at the same time what I will do, I will put a mask and drag a mask. I'll select the basic mask, drag a mask from here to here. Oops, sorry, this should not be the circular, this should be the, so this is another design. We are done with the slider. Okay, so we just need to put the eyes off of the grid layer and see, we are done. So need not to be, don't always feel that if you have circles and squares your things has to be put in that circles and square. It's not like that. However, you could have done it, but it is not necessarily. You can actually put these things in over this place, maintaining the distance between the two grid lines, two vertical lines. It's not necessary to be at the circle should be drawn, the square should be drawn at the squares and all this, nothing like that. Over here you can also have a block, you can also write, say, the price of the shoes. That is totally up to you, but you can, it is totally your experimentation what you want to do. But as per me, these are the two designs that you could have easily done if you know the basics of creating the golden grid and using the grid to create fantastic designs. Well, I am not claiming this is the best of the designs of the world, as I have told earlier, but it is grammatically correct. It shows that where things can be put, where the menu can be put, where the logo can be put. If you see, if I draw a line, this is where your logo ends, this is where your menu starts. So this N is the divider. Okay, so there's absolutely no chaos in the design. It's very simplistic design. I didn't want to go for too much mumbo jumbo in the design. I didn't want to take you through a variety of ifs and buts in the design. that wow, oh, this is looking too overwhelming or something like that. But if you see, there is a balance in the design. Don't you feel there is the grays has been taken because of the shoe itself has a gray area. The browns has been taken because the shoe has a brown area. The lighter shades of the strings actually takes the background of the design. So there is a basic stability in the design. There is a basic organization in the design. There is a basic grammar, as I am telling multiple times. There is a basic grammar in the design. So these things has to be actually thought and taken care of. Then only you can have a fantastic design for you. Okay, so that's the end of these things. I would definitely want to see you guys experimenting on these stuffs. So that's all, folks. Hope you understood the power of Golden Grid. I would like to see more designs from your end. Send it as email to tridibghosh2015@gmail.com. I will definitely help you to perfect your designs. If you like this video, please like, share and comment on this design. If you are new to this channel, kindly subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon so that you get all the notifications of our upcoming updates. Hope to see you in the next episode. Till then, goodbye and God bless.